Punctual. Welcome. Well, this is awkward.
Let's get started.
Good. Think. Keep thinking. But you know the answer, right? Who am I?
Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage.
And I'm Deniz the Buddymeister.
Tamil language movies were a bit underrepresented in our reviews until now, and therefore we decided to go with Dhuruvangal Pathinaaru from 2016.
Dhuruvangal Pathinaaru, also known as D16 or 16 Extremes, that's the English title, is an Indian Tamil language neo-noir crime thriller written and directed by the at the time only 21-year-old first-time director Karthick Naren, and it stars Rahman, Prakash, Vijavaraghavan, Anjana, Jayaprakash, and many more. The story
Hey. How about I tell the story from my perspective? Well, we follow police officer Deepak, who retired after getting heavily injured during an accident while investigating a psycho killer case. 5 years later, he is forced to relive his past as he narrates the story to his friend's son.
The beginning of this movie is damn intriguing. It's all shot in a very atmospheric and stylized way, with lots of slow motion, gloomy lighting, and a lot of flowing camera movements.
Right from the start, D16 conveys this coziness. Maybe because it is raining half the time, everything is very coherent and poetic, if you will.
The story is told on different levels, or let's say we as viewers are guided through the story with superimpositions of time, date or place in the picture that tell us where and when we are in the investigation at that given moment.
There are many different characters and plot points in this movie, many paths to choose from. Our pathfinder always is Officer Deepak, powerfully portrayed by Rahman. His Deepak is a calm and collected man who never loses sight of things.
He's very good, but as the movie got going and the investigation got deeper, I just couldn't get over the feeling that the movie is bloated and wants to be so much more than it actually is or can be.
Please elaborate that.
Well, the thing is, I just think that it is really not the biggest undertaking to tell a crime story in whose first two-thirds we get fed with information that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, to get to a final act that tells us a more or less completely different story of how it all took place, which we never ever could have guessed. It felt like cheating and just jerking around with the viewer for me.
I think I get what you mean, but I also think that you might have not understood what this movie is all about. It's a story about storytelling, about perspectives, and so in my mind it's natural that the information that we get in the first two-thirds are flawed or incomplete because they are exactly that, flawed and incomplete for Deepak, and we only get to know the theories from his side.
I get that, but I can't let it slide that the topic of the movie dictates how foolish Deepak or the police in general is sometimes. A theory is a theory, okay, but the theory, or theories, plural, that he and his colleagues come up with doesn't make any sense. They don't even have the evidence or hints at that point to come up with such theories. It just seems like a stylistic choice to get the movie going.
I don't know. As Deepak said, there are a few missing links in between, and I liked how they tried to fill them. Who knows, maybe that's the way detectives work? Of course, the movie definitely hams it up and maybe it's overly dramatic at times, but it really took hold of me. It kept me guessing and I just loved this noir mood that it radiated. It all felt like a very intimate play, short and on the point.
Yeah, maybe I gave up on it a bit too early. I think that the style of the movie, or its style of narration, was too exposed by the filmmaker. Things happen too conveniently, clues come in too handy, things kind of fall into the hands of our investigators all the time, story or not, perspective or not, the characters just don't seem to be very intelligent, and some of the twists...
I like the twists.
Some were fine, but there is one towards the end, it includes surgery, is just so stupid and forced.
I'm giving up on you. It seems like this one just wasn't for you. Again.
Come on.
I was entertained and totally in D16. I quite enjoyed the relationship between Deepak and that young upcoming police officer who is so eager and invested to clear the case, and I also felt the atmosphere around me, and I liked how some of the little hints that the movie spread out came full circle at the end in a masterful and poetic final montage. Special mentioning to that beautiful and sad song that was playing during it, Utira Kajangal, which is playing all the time now when I'm alone.
You know, I like this movie too. I didn't love it, you've probably found that out by now, but was it entertaining and all in good fun? Yes, it was, but nothing more, at least for me. So in German we'd say?
Well, I don't know what you'd say in German, but I'd say D16 ist ein spannendes Erstlingswerk mit einer packenden Geschichte über das Geschichtenerzählen, das zudem einen tollen Hauptdarsteller präsentiert und mit einer düsteren und beklemmenden Atmosphäre glänzt. And you?
Dhuruvangal Pathinaaru ist ein sehr atmosphärischer Noir-Thriller mit einem starken Rahman in der Hauptrolle. Der Style steht hier aber eindeutig über der Substanz. Und mir persönlich war das Ganze dann etwas zu viel Quatsch.
I give D16 7 out of 10. It's more like 7.4, but I don't do that.
For me, it's a 6 out of 10. Period.
So that's it for today. We hope we got you interested in checking out D16 for yourself. Have you seen the movie? What do you think about it?
And recommend some movies with Rahman to us.
Yes, please do. Until then, you can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at the Jimmy Cage.
And you can hit me up simply at the BUDDYMEISTER. And also check out my podcast BUDDYMEISTER SCORES, where I talk about the music of film, television and video games.
And where can one find it?
On Apple Podcasts and Stitcher.
And as always, if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all we have to tell.
Das ist ein Scheiß. Was ist das?
Jetzt noch einmal.